Okay, happy July 13th, Inspire Tribe. It's kind of a weird time of the year. I mean, this is just kind of like a normal thing. And we talk about this all the time. It's like January, February, March, super busy. The summer kind of slows down. And at the end of July, going into August, it like peaks up again. And then it drops back down until December. And then January, it goes up. And that's just kind of like, I think the market we're in, the industry, that's what I'm looking for. The industry we're in, people like, oh, it's the end or beginning of the year. I got to get going. Oh, it's summer. I better get going. And then summer happens, you get busy. And then, oh crap, I never got ready for summer. And now it's August. I better try again. So it's just really kind of funny how it works. But we're kind of in that time, which is why it's very exciting that Team Cup is next month. And we'll talk more about that in a second. As always, I love to start off with recognition. Margie, Felipe, Michelle, and then Jessica Mills are all at Success Club too. So way to go, you guys. I feel like we have some like revival names showing back up like that I haven't seen in a while. So that's super awesome. And then I'm at Success Club 1. So I'm on there, barely hanging on. And then I know that more of us will be on the board. It's almost halfway through the month and we still have a lot of time. So, and if you're going to Summit, hi Tyler.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yeah, are you sneaking on?
Yeah, I'm on my little lunch break, so I was like, oh, perfect timing, so I won't be able to be on for very long, but yeah.
Okay, no, that's just fine. Yay, I'm glad to see your face.
Will you mute me, because I don't know how to mute it from here.
Sure.
Thank you.
Off the screen. I don't think it gives you the option, but I'll mute you. Okay, you're muted. Okay, anyways. So a few names on the board, and I know more names that show up there. If you're going to Summit, you definitely want to make sure that you achieve Success Club, help your 3 people before we go, or else like it's going to like suck all the fun out of it. So top sponsor of the month is Jessica Mills, which is one of Tyler's personally sponsored coaches. So way to go, Jessica, if you are watching this replay. As we all know, the number one behavior that's going to build your income is building your team, sharing this business opportunity with other people, and then also just getting people on the board who are joining their workouts in Shakeology so that they can enjoy the coach discount. So grow your team, my friends. Stuff going on. The 5-day coach sneak peek is currently happening. It's not too late if you still haven't invited anybody to it. We're only on day 3, so people have time to catch up. And remember, we do these the second Monday of every month. I run these for the team. So no surprises there. They always happen. I'm right there with you guys. I kind of was like, oh no, it starts tomorrow. And luckily I was able to do like a lot of inviting and get 2 people in the sneak peek. But I know this is probably the smallest one we've had yet, but that's okay. Small and intimate, kind of like it. Get to know people a little bit better. Also, Team Cup is coming up. That's going to be the month of August. Registration opens next Monday on July 18th. You probably saw I just posted about that in Inspire Tribe team page. The FAQ is linked on there. And then also in the Beachbody Champions Facebook page, you probably, if you're not in that page, go search it and you want to be in there because it's like corporate giving us information. Well, they had a call with Amy Silverman today on Team Cup and like her advice for Team Cup, and she gave 3 really great points, and I put the YouTube video. It's a quick listen. I put that in the comments on the Team Cup thing, so go ahead and watch Amy Silverman's video. As you all know, she is our upline leader, number 2 in the company. She knows what she's talking about. Like, she's super amazing. So success leaves clues, so listen to Amy. Make sure to get your teams together now so that you're not like scrambling. Raise your hand if you have at least like either like joined a team or talked to someone about getting on a team together. Yay! Sonia, I think you could say that you've talked to people getting on a team, but sorry. I was like on top of it, like how to get my teammates. I remember one time Sierra moved in and got like do you remember that, Sierra? I kept asking, like, I'm already on Sierra's team. And I was like, dang it. That's what I get for not being on top of it. Okay, so Team Cup, in case you don't know what it is just the month of August. All your Success Club points and any rank advancement points, they count towards prizes. There's like tiered prizes. So my favorite thing I've ever gotten, let me show you. And you guys have probably seen me wear this all the time. It's my 21 Day Fix Extreme Gray hoodie. Like, I live in this thing, and it was one of the prizes I got for Team Cup my first year, I want to say. But there's all sorts of like swag and gear and fun stuff that you can win prizes. Everly's very excited. She's like, I like the sounds of that. And then also, like, they have like the top 10 teams, and they have like awesome prizes like Amazon Echoes, iPads. I mean, it just Beats by Dre. I mean, just depends on the Team Cup. They haven't announced prizes yet. And the number 1 team gets to go to Beachbody headquarters in LA and work out like 5-on-1 with like one of the trainers, like Autumn or Tony or something, and get a tour of headquarters. So, super exciting. I love this kind of stuff. This stuff drives me. I was talking to Mindy earlier, and I'm like, I love free prizes. Like, I go to a garage sale, and I'm like, where's the free box? I'm like, I don't even need this, but I want it because it's free. Like, I'm so cheap. I love free stuff. And then that's probably why my basement looks the way it does. But make sure to get on a team. Everybody needs to get on a team. There's no reason not to, you guys. And it kind of like helps you push to reach your goals. Because I don't know about you, but I know when I have other people counting on me that I will myself work a little bit harder. So work together and comment in that thread to find a team. If you see someone who says they need a team, just private message them and say, and everyone needs to take a leadership role. So someone step up and say, hey, I'll put a team together, and start seeing who needs a team. Summit is coming up. Summit is a non-negotiable, you guys. So if you're not going this year, you have to go next year. It's like a 3-day training event for Beachbody. I'm not sure where it's going to be next year. It's in Nashville last year and this year. They change it every few years, so it might be somewhere different next year. But this is where we get to hear from the top coaches. We're in trainings all day. This is where they announce the up-and-coming things. They have parties for us. They have you work out live with the celebrity trainers. I mean, it's just a blast. And then we get to meet everyone like Amy and each other and like spend time together. And so for those of you going to Summit, apparently we have 14 days. Like, what? Where did the time go? It's insane. I'm so excited to see all of you. We have 11 people from Inspire Tribe that are going to be together. So I'm super pumped. Oh, it's going to be so much fun. Yay. And we rented an Airbnb, so we're all going to be together in the same house. It's going to be so much fun. So be ready, you guys. Last year during Summit, they opened sales for the next year's Summit, and they had the tickets for half price for like 24 hours. So be ready in case that opportunity comes, because I would rather pay $150 than $300. So be ready for that. Super Saturday is August 6th. So there's so much happening. Again, that's a non-negotiable. You need to be at these events, these Super Saturdays. So do a search and find the closest Super Saturday to you. You can gain that access that information in the Coach Online office. There's like an interactive map. And if you're hosting a Super Saturday, I know Sierra and Jamie, I don't know if you guys are talking with the other people in the Valley to get that, but make sure you're on the map because I didn't see one for Lewiston listed. So, okay, that's it for the things to know and the recognition. Actually, I have shout outs next, and that's also recognition. My first shout out I want to give to Casey. Casey has been so amazing on her social media, going live, being very consistent in her posts. And then she has 2 people in the Coach Sneak Peek. And so I'm very proud of you for putting yourself out there, Casey, and working hard. And you're the only person who has someone in the sneak peek other than myself. So that I've seen, unless someone's added someone like today. So way to go, sister friend. Proud of you. I see you working. And then Jessica Springer, new coach on the team. She's not on right now. You guys, she's like amazing. She goes to school and works and joined as a new coach. And we had our GSR call the middle of last week. I put her into Coach Basics late because I totally suck and I forget things all the time. But I put her in there late, and she's caught up on Coach Basics. She's like the only one doing the assignments every day. And she's the first one to schedule a power call with me that I'm doing with my personally sponsored coaches. She had her like business activity tracker completely filled out for the last week. She's just like on top of things. So Jessica, if you're rewatching this, I'm super proud of you. And that's the kind of hustle that gets results. And then also want to shout out Jessica again and Jillian, new coach, Jillian Nightingale. Her and Jessica live like 30 minutes from each other. Like, how crazy is that? In Ohio, of all places. So 2 random people joined the team from Ohio, and they connected, and they're actually driving. I don't know how far it is, but they're going to go to the Louisville Super Saturday together. So they don't know each other. They're just connecting and getting success partners and going and making it a non-negotiable. But the cool thing, the Louisville one they're going to has Carl Deichler and Autumn at it. So I'm like so jealous. So they're going to have a blast over there. Oh, and one more thing about Jessica. I'm like scrolling through Set Your Soul on Fire. I do that like once a day to kind of see like, that's a great way to learn and see if I'm like missing anything that's going on and seeing if I can help at all. Jessica's like in these posts. Apparently some random coach had like a live power hour. And Jessica was like, I'm going to hop on. So like Jessica did a live power hour with some random other coaches in Team Set Your Soul on Fire. And she's in there like answering questions and asking questions. And I just love seeing people like jump right in and like take charge and take ownership. Because you guys, this is your business. It's not my business. It's your business. Take ownership. Super proud of you, girl. Okay, I hope she rewatches this. Like, I talked about you for 20 minutes and everyone was really annoyed. So you better watch it. Okay. Anybody else have any shout outs they wanted to do for the team? Their 4th vital behavior, recognition.
Yeah, I want to shout out Candy, like my ride or die. Okay, so we just had our team call. I'm sorry, you guys, I've got my coffee mask on. My face is all breaking out. So Candy, I feel, is my Whitney in this whole Inspire Tribe remake. I feel like I'm a young Danny. I hope you don't mind me saying that. And I feel like Candy is just like gonna blow it up with me, and I'm just super excited to have her on my team. I just feel blessed. And we talk about big things. We dream together. We talk about where we're gonna be in like 5 years, and it's just really cool. We're just really excited. So I just want to say I love you, girl.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Love that. And I mean, should I be offended? Are you calling me old? If we're the same age. I love it. Okay, anybody else? All right. Just remember, I open the floor to you guys every week so that we can shout each other out and give each other love and support each other. And I'm reading the book, what's it called? It's not Girl Boss, it's the other one. It's like Girl Boss, Girl Code. I'm reading the book Girl Code, and like there's a whole chapter on how it's hard to be successful by yourself, but if you have like a ton of women who like come together and support each other and empower each other, like that's like a beast that cannot be stopped. And then shout out to Janessa from Sonia for being consistent with her posting and then doing awesome with the Ultimate Reset. And I second that because that's why I jumped on getting Janessa on my Team Cup team. Okay. I think that's it. Okay, great. Now let's get real here, you guys. Oh, hi, Jillian. I just shouted you out for being awesome and going to Super Saturday. So hopefully you can rewatch. I don't know if she's connected yet. Okay, so let's jump into the business here, the business stuff. I'm going to ask a question. Who can guess or who has an idea as to why I have hit Success Club for 27 consecutive months? Like, what do you think? Like, what are some things do you think? Like, why have I hit Success Club for 27 months in a row? I feel like that frog, like sipping tea.
Can you hear me?
Wait, yes, someone's talking. We can hear you. Tyler.
Yeah. I was going to say, well, by doing I guess 4 vitals now, by doing them every single day, being consistent, showing up, and then also continuously building a team. Like every month you have people joining your team. Like the other day we were talking about, we have just as many people coming into the business as they are leaving. So anyways,
Great.
that's why we're putting Success Club.
Very good. Very good. You all said the word that I was looking for. There's only one word. Consistency. That's why. Because I show up every single day. Well, I'll explain a little bit later. Sometimes I don't. Anyways, but I show up pretty much every single day on my social media and in my message inbox. Every day. I'm at Success Club 1 right now, you guys. You want to know why? I don't know if anyone noticed, if anyone even like follows me that closely, but in June, I didn't show up every day. I was like, it's my birthday month. Like, I always give myself a month-long birthday, and I don't know why. So I went off the grid a few times on the weekends, and I was just like, I'm going to take my time. Was it worth it? Not really, because it would have only taken me, 20 minutes out of my day to make a few posts to stay, in front of people's faces on social media. But I didn't look at it that way. I was like, I've been doing this for, so long, I'll be just fine. Nope. Every time you stop, you lose momentum. And how many times have we talked about this? I feel like some of the coaches who have been around longer, it's like we know. It's like we know that's what's going to happen, but for some reason we still do it. It's so silly. So that's why I'm at Success Club 1, because the work you do this month reflects on how successful you are next month. And that's the way it's always going to be. So I barely worked last month. Right now, I'm having 50 conversations with people about enrolling them with the challenge pack. That's awesome and cool, right? Well, I hope I can help get them started before the end of the month so I can stay on my Success Club 10. I'm going for Legend, which is 24 months of 10. Anyways, consistency. That's all it is. Show up every single day in front of people. Okay. We all know that this business is about building relationships, right? That's the business we're in, is building relationships. Do you know the fastest way to build a relationship? It's this tool that we have in front of us every second of every day, pretty much. It's this. This is how you do it the fastest. Your social media. You still need to be inviting, you guys, but just think about it. If you make a post, you can show up in front of a lot more people, right? So if you're posting and sharing who you are, you're building a relationship. Who are you? What's special about you? What's going to make someone connect with you? What's your connective tissue? For me, I'm a dog mom. I work out and eat healthy. We can all relate to that. I am tall. I have celiac disease. I enjoy makeup. Mindy, you do derby. You work in retail. You have dogs as well. You're kind of a cool chick. Tyler, she's not on here anymore. She has tattoos. Oh yeah, there she is. She has tattoos. She's married. She has a son. What are these things about you that you can be sharing every single day so that people can get to know you? You are like Meredith from Grey's Anatomy. And you've heard me say that before, but it's so true. People when they talk to me, they know me. If people approach me on Instagram, or if I talk to them on Instagram, they're like, how's this going? Or how's that going? They know who I am. So they trust me because I've been consistently sharing and showing up and saying hi to them. They open their newsfeed and I'm there every single day. So they trust me. Does that make sense? So they're like, yeah, I trust Danny to help me on my journey. She shows up every day on her journey. But would you trust someone who showed up once a week, once a month? It's hard to trust that kind of person who doesn't show up. And the other thing with being consistent on social media is consistently sharing your story. We have a great example. Jessica, new coach, she's not on the call right now. She made a post and sent it to me. And she was like, hey, is this a good post? And it was a wonderful post. She talked about the challenge group and it was great. It was great material. She was missing one thing. She didn't say anything about herself in there. Anyone can post the containers and say, join me, do this challenge group, it's great. But why are they going to join Mindy versus Julianne? You know, who are they going to connect to and why? There has to be a connection for someone to pull the trigger to do a challenge with you. So when you're being consistent with your posts, but you need to be telling your story. If you're doing a hard invite, don't just be like, join my challenge, work out at home 30 minutes a day, eat right, gung ho, let's do it. Are you ready? No. You say, you guys, real talk. Before I started with any of this, I was in a dark place. I wanted to stay home when friends invited me out because I was embarrassed because my clothes didn't fit. And it was very uncomfortable. And I tried going to the gym. I went to the gym and sweated my butt off for an hour every day, and nothing changed. And I thought it was helpless. I got to the point where I said, I'm just big boned. This is just my body. I got to that point. I felt like crap every day, and I just made excuses for myself. You know, like, where were you before your journey? Like, what has changed for the positive in your life? Tell people where you were so that they can say, that's how I feel right now. Bye, Tyler. Have a good rest of your night at work. Like, what was it about your journey that's going to inspire them to start? I think it was Jillian. She had written in her little survey on our one-on-one calls that she followed a few other people on Instagram and like thought about coaching. Was that you, Jillian? And then you saw me and you felt like you connected more with me? Yeah, okay, perfect. Yeah, so it's that same exact thing. Why did Jillian choose me to join with a coach? Well, I don't know, but she felt connected to me, and maybe it's because I did a really good job of like showing who I was each day. Are you guys connecting with this at all? Like seeing kind of where I'm coming from? So number one, you can't just show up here and there. You have to show up every day. Like if you try to tell me you don't pick up your phone every day, I'm going to like call you out. You're lying. We all pick up our phone every day. It takes a second out of your day, snap a selfie. I mean, it doesn't have to be a lot, especially if you're busier on the weekends or something. It doesn't have to be a lot. Snap a selfie, take a quote from your personal development book, put it on there. People are going to see your face. They're going to get that quote and they're going to feel good. You just made someone feel good and they associated that good feeling with your face. Okay? So show up every day. I know you're on your phone. Number two, who are you? Never make a post without putting something a little bit connective in it. They need to know why you can help them, how you can help them, where you've been, and where you're going. And things about you. That's why we say to do one personal post every day so that they can get to know you better. What do you do? What do you do in your spare time? What do you do in your off time? Casey and I's favorite part of this is it doesn't have to be perfect. Right, Casey? But really, Casey and I struggle with that. Trying to be perfect means nothing's going to happen. You're never going to make your post because it's never going to be perfect. So you're going to sit there spinning your wheels and wasting your time. That's Mindy's quote. Wasting my time. So don't try to be perfect. Just be you, be authentic. Don't overthink what you're writing. Like, pretend like you call up your friend on the phone. I know some top coaches, they say they open like the notes on their phone and they just talk. They just go, like for like my mom's transformation last night, that's all I did. I like pretended like I was calling my friend. I was like, oh my God, did you see my mom's transformation? Like, this is insane. If my mom can do this, you can totally do this. Like, my mom didn't eat at all before. She ate like once a day. And then it was like she had a stroke. She can't even feel her left leg. And she lost 50 pounds in 6 months. And she's 50. Like, are you kidding me? If you try to tell me you can't do this, you're lying. You can do, so it's like you call up your best friend and you're like, oh my gosh. So whenever you're posting, don't overthink it. I feel like a lot of new coaches really overthink it. And then consistency, like you guys said, in your 4 vital behaviors. It's the compound effect. This is the book that you read when you first become a coach. And if you are a coach and you haven't read this yet, I'm going to smack you with it. Get it and read it. The small, mundane things we do every day, those are the money makers. It's not that one big invite you did. It's not that one big salad you made. Like, it's not like one big thing you do. It's the small things that don't seem like they matter each day. They add up in a big way. And I'm like living proof of that, you guys. Like, it works. The compound effect is real. That's what this business is the compound effect. And that's why we tell you to be here a year from now. Because all the inviting you're doing and the seeds that you're planting, if you leave, they're going to come to me. Or they're going to come to Mindy. They're going to go to someone else. So you're planting these seeds. All these no's, they're not right nows. And I feel like you guys don't believe me. Every month I get at least one person, so 2 Success Club points, from someone who has said no to me. And then they're annoyed of seeing me in their newsfeed. They're like, oh, I'm so tired. You're just so happy. And you're like working out every day, and fine, I'll do it. Sign me up. Like people get like irritated of me, and I love it. And I'm like, sorry that like you're irritated, that I'm just trying to inspire you, but let's go. Let's get fit. So be consistent, you guys. That's it. That's the only thing you need to do in this business is be consistent. Another reason, like this is like a little inspo thing, that I've achieved Success Club 27 months in a row, because I never doubt myself. Like I'm at Success Club 1 right now. I'm not scared. I'm not doubting that I'm not going to do it. It's a non-negotiable. I never give up. Like just because I had 10 people tell me no today, like that doesn't hurt my feelings at all. That doesn't mean I'm going to stop trying. That just means I'm going to keep inviting and try to help more people. Alicia, yay! I miss you. I'm going to hug you. And that actually is a great segue into my next point, because I know we have a lot of new coaches. And so this next point you're going to love. So I see a lot of new coaches and teams at Your Soul on Fire use the phrase, it's not working. I've tried this, but it doesn't seem to be working. I've tried this, but it's not working. I've been inviting, but it's not working. Have you guys ever felt that way? You're like doing something that's not working? Yeah. I mean, I feel that way too. It's okay. What we need to realize is that that's not true. So just like get that out of your vocabulary, because it is working. And here's why. Jessica, I had a power call with her today too. This is a good example. She posted something and she didn't have people flocking to her, and she's like, it's not working. And I said, okay. I said, let's think about this. How long did it take you to say yes to me? And she kind of thought about it, and she's like, okay, I can kind of see what you're saying. And then with the coaching thing, once she wanted to learn more about coaching, she was like, well, I've been thinking about it for a while. So she had probably seen like 50 posts of me being like, hey, join me now. And she was a challenger at the time. But she didn't want anything to do with coaching. So she's a challenger. She's doing good, but no to coaching, right? But I'm showing up every day and I'm in her face, and I could have said, this isn't working, but it is. Not everybody who sees your post is telling you they saw it and giving you a pat on the back. Not everyone you're touching in their heart is messaging you and saying, oh my gosh, thank you so much. That's just not how this works. If you know anything about marketing or advertising, people need to see something like 20 times in front of their face before they even like think about like acting on it. They have to have an emotional connection to what they see at least 8 times before they act on it. So even if you're having people that you're having one-on-one conversations with that are saying no right now, they will be back. They're just not ready. Either they don't trust you yet, or they aren't ready themselves yet. And by trust, I mean that's your social media kind of starts to build trust when you show up every day, right? Because they're like, okay, this person can help me. They show up every day. Like, I trust my transformation and my journey with them because I know they're not going to like peace out. So it is working. These posts you're making, these conversations you are having, they are working, okay? Do you guys like understand that? It's like seeds, a bunch of seeds are being planted. So if you leave or if you peace out, all of your hard work and the seeds that you've been planting sprout in someone else's garden because you're gone. You gone. And you don't want to do that. So you can never say it's not working because you really have no idea. And another thing I want to throw out there is you can't just make one post or two posts and be like, I quit. This isn't for me. You can't just have 10 conversations and be like, I guess I'm not good at this. No, that's not how business works. Like you have to have 10 conversations every day for a year. You have to post every day at least once, 3 to 5 times for a year. You have to build up. I mean, we're really lucky when we start because we have our warm market, the people we know, so we get kind of lucky at first. But then we have to constantly be expanding our network and building relationships with these people by interacting with them, number one, and number two, showing who we are on our social media. It all comes back to social media and consistency. And it is working. Okay. Phew. Do you guys kind of like feel me on this stuff? Does it make sense? Awesome. And here's the deal, you guys. I've been around the block. I've been, I'm not as successful as I could be. And I was like being real talk with Mindy earlier. I have not done everything that I can do to be successful. And I know this, but at the same time, I'm doing some things right. And, it's working.
Here,
Did you guys know, Jamie, can you mute yourself?
Oh, sorry.
That's okay. Did you guys know that people, and you don't know this about yourself, people are just as afraid of success as they are of failing? Do you ever feel successful at something and then you just instantly sabotage it without even thinking twice about it? Story of my life. If I have a good month, I just instantly stop working that hard. Because I'm I did it. But really that's just my subconscious being well, you don't want to get too successful. You don't want to have to deal with that. So it's kind of a crazy thing. Okay, moving on. What time is it? Oh, it's only 6:40. Perfect. This is really funny because I've been inundating myself with Gary Vaynerchuk YouTube videos and personal development because he's the keynote speaker at Summit, and I love him. I love Gary. He's real. If you aren't into cursing and stuff, don't watch his YouTube videos because there is quite a bit of that. He's definitely out there, but he has great information. And Kevin brought this up on the Set Your Soul on Fire call last Thursday. Who listened to that call last Thursday? Okay, a few of you. So this might be boring to you, but this was the topic of the call that I had already planned. And then I was like, Kevin, you took my topic. Okay, so who knows what the best resource is in being successful? And this is in your business and life. What's the one thing, if you had it, it could help you be successful? Any guesses? What do you think you need to be successful? What's the one thing? The best resource you could have. Is it money? Do you think if you had more money?
No, the best resource I would think is drive,
Okay.
passion.
I feel like those are up there. I like that.
You gotta have a work ethic. You gotta be able to stay motivated and keep going.
Mm-hmm.
Put your excuses to the side and keep moving forward.
I feel like you're online. Jillian nailed it. Resourcefulness. Your best resource is resourcefulness. Being resourceful. So like Casey's saying, those are the things to her. So say she doesn't have the drive right now. Say she doesn't have the passion and motivation. Guess what? She can go read a book about finding her why and finding her passion power, right? So any skill you're lacking or anything you need, if you are resourceful, you can get that information. Do you realize how lucky we are? It really blows my mind sometimes when people post like on like Facebook and they're like, does anyone know what time Walmart's open in Lewiston? And I'm like, Google? Like, it's 2016. Like, any information we need is at our fingertips at all time. So especially in this coaching business, if you are resourceful, you will be just fine. This isn't a pity story, but I don't have a coach. I didn't have anyone telling me to hit Success Club. I didn't have anyone telling me to go to Summit. I didn't have anyone telling me how to run a challenge group. I've never even been in a challenge group. Like, I've never had anyone doing any of this. But guess what? I would say I'm pretty darn resourceful because I am like a crazy person, and I went in the back office and I clicked on every little thing, and I just like started playing with things and like learning, and I stumbled across challenge group guides and like, oh, that's cool. Now I can run a challenge group. You know, if something's going on and I feel like I need advanced training right now, I go on YouTube and I YouTube it because all of the top coaches have like hundreds of YouTube videos. I mean, everything we need to learn in this business is accessible. And another great one, you guys, is coachfaq.com. Like, if you need to know what's Team Beachbody Cup? Does Shakeology have cinnamon in it? You know, like any question you might have, like coachfaq.com is your best friend. So the best resource is resourcefulness. Anything we need to know and or learn is available to us. We just have to look for it and take action, which I feel like is kind of where Casey was going to. You have to take action. Quit trying to be perfect and learn everything and just act. You know what you need to do. It's the 4 Vital Behaviors. Did you guys see my post that I lost 6 pounds and 2.5 inches in my waist in like 5 days? Do you want to know why? Because I followed the plan without cheating once. Like, I was making so many excuses, you guys. The only time I followed the plan before was 2 years ago when I did it for the very first time. And then ever since then, apparently I thought I was a god and that I could make the rules. And still, you know, I was fine. I looked great, whatever. Like, I'm not saying I didn't look good. And I was complacent. I was like, I look fine. I mean, things are a little snug, but it'll work, you know, and I got complacent with that. But once I was like, why am I not getting as lean as I want to? I had to take a look in the mirror and say, are you doing everything you know you should be doing? And I said, okay, well, I'm probably having 7 cheats a week instead of 3 that I'm allowed. When I do cheat, instead of having an orange container of chocolate, I have 10 purples worth of chocolate. You know, like, it was pretty bad, you guys. And I just thought that like I could just do my own thing. Hey, guess what? I'm not a nutritionist. Guess what? I don't know how all the body works. I don't. Why did I pretend like I did? It was silly. So all I did was follow the meal plan. And I lost a bunch of weight in inches real quick. That's all. It's the same with our business, you guys. Like, how can I hit Success Club? I just don't get it. Are you doing the 4 Vital Behaviors every day? Did you talk to 10 people? Great, talk to more. Like, do you really, you know, anybody can do this. You just have to do it. Okay. Well, this is all stuff that's been like on my mind and heart. And this was my call last week. And then we had the opportunity of having Meredith. So I've been so excited to share all this with you guys. It's just kind of stuff that like I come across and I look in the mirror and I go, you idiot. Like, why are you making this harder than it has to be? So I'm like, I got to tell the team. Because I'm sure we're all making it harder than it has to be. You know? The social media stuff, though, that's just real talk. That's my story with social media. That's how I do my social media. And I've had great success with that side of things. So the tips I gave you on that, I would 110% take to heart and follow because it's working for me and it's been working for me. I probably have to post like 10 hard invites and like 15 soft invites to get people interested. It's not just one post. It just adds up and it adds up. And that's like a monthly thing. I like never stop. And if you're like wondering when you should be posting hard and soft invites, the calendar in Inspire Tribe pinned at the top of the page has little color-coded dots. And it tells you what days to post what things. I post a soft or hard invite every single day. Every day I'm inviting people. It has to be super obvious, you guys, that we can help them. And again, I don't want your soft invite to be, I made eggs and I can have turkey bacon and I put it on spinach. And do you want to join my challenge? No. Who are you? Why is this good for you? Who were you before? What has changed? Okay. I'm beating a dead horse. I hope you guys get it. Okay. Anybody else have anything they want to ask or say, or anything you're having trouble with? Any inspo you want to throw out? Any questions? This is my concoction. You probably saw my Instagram. The coconut LaCroix, and then that cold brew, chameleon cold brew. I don't know if you guys have seen it. Anyways, I put that with this, and it's like yummy. It's like a yummy treat. Fizzle, fizzle, fizzle. I'm so tired of eating steamed broccoli and asparagus. I need some excitement in my life, and it's the coconut sparkling water. Day 9 with no sugar over here. That's the longest I've gone with no sugar in 2.5 years. Even when I did the 21 Day Fix strict the first time, I had pizza during it. I drank during it. I mean, I didn't like drink, but I had a drink in place of a yellow like you're allowed to do. I had pizza for a cheat, and I drank, I think, 2 days out of the 21 days. So I've actually never done it without cheating. Isn't that insane? I think I can do it. I'm 9 days in. Like, I've had no sugar. I've had nothing. I've had nothing. I'm going crazy a little bit, but I think I can do it. I just feel like I've already done 9 days. I don't want to throw it away now, you know. And Casey and Courtney are in our house that we're sharing, and they've got 6-packs. Just teasing you. I saw your comment to Courtney earlier. Yeah, we can do it. We can do it.
So I have a little bit of inspo because I'm reading Girl Boss. And when I say reading, I mean like absorbing it, because I just started reading it on Monday and I have 1 chapter left. So I've kind of blown through this book. If you guys are needing a book that's going to kick your ass into gear, I'm sorry, I have 2 chapters left. Girl Boss, amazing. She's very like straightforward and to the point, and I love it. And it's also just like teaching me that like every job that we've ever had that we loved, we can take those experiences that we've had with those jobs and apply them to Beachbody. And it's so much more than just, you know, I don't know, it's just so much more than inviting. It's so much more than just hitting Success Club. And it's about doing the things that you know you can do whenever you work hard and just get over yourself. So if you're needing a good book to read, I highly recommend Girl Boss. I just thought I would throw that out there because I've like digested it in 2 days. So there you go.
That's awesome, Casey. Personal development is like my favorite part of the day. I always just want to call all of my friends and be like, you can do it. Guess what I learned? I'm glad you brought that up because I highlighted a few things in my book, which you guys, I love like using like iBooks or my Kindle to read books. Hey, did I tell you guys I found out that Audible's not for me? I can't listen to a book. Like, I've tried it. I've listened to many books. It goes in one ear, out the other. It doesn't shut my brain off. I need to be holding it in front of my face and like seeing the words. And so I'm back to like my Kindle. This thing's got dust on it, but I'm glad to be back. Anyways, and then you can highlight it and then it saves all your highlights in a little spot. Then you can like click on your highlights and you can like read, and like that feeling you had when you read it the first time. You guys see where I'm going with that? Okay, so a lot of new coaches and a lot of people in here like failing and people saying no and like you try something and you fail and it like sucks, right? But guess what? That's a good thing. Failure is part of the path to success. In fact, if you're not failing, you're really not doing much of anything. It's true, right? Because if you were doing something, you'd be failing. I fail every day. Every day I'm failing. We need to like make a remix. You guys, how does Bob, maybe that's why Bobby hasn't proposed yet. I don't know. Oh, he's like, she's a little crazy, but I like her. Oh, this is another good one. The difference between successful people and others is how long they spend time feeling sorry for themselves. It's true. Breakdowns create breakthroughs. I like that. Are you insinuating that I'm having a mental breakdown because I'm crazy? Just kidding. Just a little humor. Oh, this is great. It is impossible to live without failing at something unless you live so cautiously that you might as well not have lived at all, in which case you fail by default. Isn't that one good? Pretty much like if you're not trying, you might as well fail. I mean, like what's the point of you being here? Did you guys see that post I did the other day? Like, this is it. This is your life. This is your one chance. This isn't a dress rehearsal. Like, you don't get like a redo if you like waste a week feeling sorry for yourself. Like, that's it. Like, sorry. It's real life. You gotta do what you gotta do. You gotta show up every day for yourself, for your family. And this is like life. This isn't like just business stuff. Jamie, are you sending me videos of your son swimming? Oops. Now I just want to go read.
I didn't mean to do that. Sorry. I
That's
meant to
okay.
send those to Scott.
Oh, well, you're sending them to me.
Well, hope you enjoy them.
Me, Scott, we're all in a relationship together, so. If you don't risk anything, you risk even more. That's a good one. That's a good one. Okay. I have like 50 in here I could read to you guys. Well, my lovely ladies of Inspire Tribe, I guess we can kind of cut our call a little bit short unless anyone has anything else they'd like to say. I will say thank you so much for showing up today. I miss you guys. For some reason, I feel like I haven't seen you guys in forever. Probably because of our call last week. And if you haven't watched the Meredith Ganal call, like, go watch it. She's so inspiring and she's so amazing. When things go wrong in life and bad in life, whether there's a death in the family, whether you are struggling personally with something, divorce, just bad things happen to everybody. You have two choices. You can lean into this business or you can lean out. And from what I've heard a few stories of successful coaches who have either lost someone close or been going through a divorce or just terrible things happening in their life. The ones who lean in, half of what we do is working on ourselves and our mentality. So when they leaned in and took the focus on themselves and like were an outward person and helped other people in these hard times, they actually ended up succeeding and feeling better in life. And so that's just my advice for you, because life happens. Stuff's always going to happen. So I just recommend to never lean out if just for yourself. Like, don't lean out. Don't give up on yourself, because if you're going through a hard time, in your family, someone's got to like be strong in the family, and that could be you. And you got to take care of yourself before you can help anybody else. So remember that and take care of yourselves. Your two better behaviors are the ones where you take care of yourselves. The other two are about helping and recognizing other people. So, okay, you guys. Love my Inspire Tribe. 14 days till Summit, Nashville, Tennessee. Yeah! Here we come.
Yeah.
Yep, that happened. Okay. Bye. Awkward Danny. Okay, well, bye for real this time.
Bye.
End call.